Really quick, something prophetic that God showed me is there are a number of major things that will be rising all at once. And the Lord gave me the scripture Ephesians 6:11. And let me read it really quick, and then I'm going to go into a little bit more. Ephesians 6, what does that say? 6:11. It says, put on the full armor of God so that you can take your stand against the devil's schemes. For our struggle is not against flesh and blood, but against the rulers, against the authorities, against the powers of this dark world, and against the spiritual forces of evil in the heavenly realms. Therefore, put on the full armor of God, so that when the day of evil comes, this is very prophetic, you may be able to stand your ground, and after you have done everything to stand firm. Then with the belt of truth buckled around your waist, with the breastplate of righteousness in place. You can reread the rest of it at your leisure. But there is so much that is actually taking place. And what God showed me is there are going to be, just how January was, it will begin to be a number of things. But the wind of evil that is coming is way more heavier than what we've already experienced. For the last few weeks, God has been giving me prophetic dreams. And one prophetic dream, the Lord showed me a incident. I hope y'all caught that. I know, what is that, man? What is that? Your creative imagination. But the Lord showed me in a dream. I was in the dream, and I had one of my daughters with me, and there were numerous of these, and there were masses of people. So whatever event, whatever this was, it was record-breaking masses of people at this particular event. And what I seen was it was so many people that people had begun to hide from what was getting ready to take place. But it was so many people, this is how I knew it was a large event. It was so many people that it was not even enough places for people to hide. Now, we have a number of things that are going on already, that has already happened. But this is literally a prophetic word that God has been giving me. He's been giving me dreams, a lot of dreams. He's been speaking different things to me. For example, there is a TB outbreak. And this is a huge outbreak that has happened in Kansas, and it is airborne. There's a lot of things that are rising that may not be in the forefront. And what God has shown me is there has been a number of distractions, witchcraft that is trying to overshadow what is actually taking place. So in the scripture, when it says to stand firm and when that day of evil comes, I believe this is was prophetic to the end times, which what we are experiencing even now today. Go down to verse 18, and pray in the Spirit on all occasions with all kinds of prayers and requests. This scripture is so detailed, and I don't think we realize when we are reading scriptures what we are actually reading. Pray on all occasions. This is an hour that we must be very keenly aware of our surroundings, making sure that God is in alignment with our decision making. Where I'm gonna go today, what I'm gonna do, what I'm gonna eat, because that'd be a whole thing for women. What we eat today, it's a whole thing. Prophetically speaking, get ready, because there's getting ready to be an overload of evil events that are going to be taking place, and it's going to be record breaking. And I say this because God has shown me, like I said, in dreams, and one particular is a literal hit. And again, I don't have much details. I can only sense what God has shown me in my dream. And you know, even when I woke up, I had to pray against the spirit of fear, because in the dream it was very fearful. We were literally hiding for our lives because of the attack that was coming into that place that we were in. And when I say it was masses of people, I mean masses of people in this place. So begin to pray in the Spirit, whatever y'all activities are, whatever you are doing in this hour during this month. Be prayerful. Go before God and say, Lord, direct my steps. Because, baby, if I ain't supposed to be at the mall, I'm not going to the mall. If I'm supposed to be on my knees praying, I need to be bump them all, okay? This is the hour we are looking at evil in the face, and we must cover ourselves with wisdom and godly wisdom, and have the Spirit of God that goes before us, because it's only going to grow. There are record-breaking things that are undercover that it looks like Satan is trying to cover up, so people are unable to see in the Spirit what is on the rise. But there is a lot of things that are getting ready to overtake this land, this particular land, and we need God to be able to uncover those things, so we are in the known that we are able to see righteously and through the Spirit of God.